Hi guys, so today we're going to be looking at this Sensationail polish to gel kit. I got this from Walgreens for about 20 bucks, I think, and it's supposed to let you transform any regular nail polish to a gel. So for the occasion, I got some new Holo taco because a lot of you always ask me to try this even though I've tried it before, and I don't really go back and reach for it much just because I'm not really a nail polish type of person. Usually my husband steals it and just uses it since I just don't really do nail polish, but I felt like it would be fun to try to transform this into gel, and that way we can use the colors and, you know, admire the hollowness in gel form. Before we look at all that though, let's get into the actual kit itself. It says get true gel shine and wear with any polish, and it says that there's actually two ways that you can do it. First, you can just use it as a top coat, and normally you don't really want to just top coat regular nail polish because if it's not 100, and I mean 100% dry, you'll get these weird wrinkles on it and it just will kind of peel off. It's not good. Or you can mix equal parts of the formula, the polish to gel formula that they have in here, with the nail polish. And so we're gonna try both of those. So opening it up, we actually get a little mini lamp. And this is honestly such a cute little lamp. It's like all mini, but it's like the shape of a full-size one. Usually the smaller ones are on, you know, like little thin arms or, you know, like a really tiny thing. But this thing is fun. I can fit nails in, kinda, but it looks pretty decent quality. I'm excited. I will use this today. It comes with the cord and also a block, so we get that. And then we get the instructions, of course, and then a file, a cuticle pusher, some lint-free wipes, and a little mixing pot. Assume that's what this is anyway. Yep, a little mixing pot. Look how mini it is. And then we have a primer actually, which is pretty cool. Then we get the whole point of this kit, the polish to gel formula. And these bottles, all of this seems really good quality, especially for just like a little $20 kit. Like, and then we get some gel cleanser that I would just assume is like a, you know, rubbing alcohol type product. That's a good little haul. I really hope that this works. It would be so good for people who have really only ever used nail polish but want to transition into gel polish, extensions, and stuff like that. And you don't want all of your previous nail polish to go to waste. So this might be really good. Let's hope it works. Before we get into that though, we should go over what I got from Holo Taco. I got 3 shades. A little dark in here. Let's get this out maybe. I got a Holo glittery shade, of course, and then this is a like dark purple and then just solid blue. I felt like that was a good range. And you know what? Let's just swatch these really quick. Here is the first shade. It is called Scientific. Make sure we shake it up. I feel like I immediately become shaky having to deal with like actual nail polish. Very pretty blue shade. This shade is Indigo Away. This one is a lot thinner than the previous one. I like this one a little bit more. I also really like that shade. It's really pretty. Kind of reminds me of like, you know, like a night sky shade. At least what color I wish the night sky was. And of course the Holo shade, this one is called Circuit Breaker. It is super pretty. And those are our 3 shades that we will be working with today. I don't know what made me choose 2 blues, but that's just what I'm gravitating towards right now. Also, ever so slightly off topic, I also got some brushes from Holo Taco. Oh, look at that detail on the back. Very nice. There's quite a few in here. Here are all the brushes. So a couple liners, an angled, and then a little fan brush. Very cool. I love the oil slick accents. Normally, I'm gonna be honest, I mostly skip directions, but I feel like this is not something I'm gonna skip directions for. So let me just look all this over really quick. I feel like these should be dry by now. So I wanna just try to put the polish to gel transformer over one of them. And then just for science, I'm going to put a regular gel top coat over and see if I can show you guys what I mean by get that weird like rippling thing that can happen just with normal polish and gel. I feel like it should be fairly dry. I think they've been sitting for 5 to 8 minutes. I don't know polish very well, but that seems like just enough time, especially I'm pretty sure I remember Holo Taco drying in a pretty quick manner. So this is the transformer one. I'm just going to start saying transformer instead of polish to gel because I'm gonna start stuttering way too much if I have to say that over and over. I feel like I have enough on there. and I'll just take a McCart top coat for the other one. Maybe it won't do it, I don't know. But it's not usually something I want to chance on my nails. I mean, imagine waiting for your nail polish to dry and then putting a top coat on it with gel, and then all of your hard work just poof. And again, putting a gel top coat over regular nail polish isn't something that you can't do, but I would recommend waiting like hours before you did it. But let's just cure this and see. I'm just gonna use my big lamp since I don't know if that'll fit in the small one. And here we are. Everything actually turned out okay, except for on this one, the just regular gel one. I'm gonna see if I can get an angle on it. There are like a couple little spots you can kind of see in that where it kind of like separated a little bit on it. I think you can see it here. You can kind of see that rippling right there. It should be like shiny like up here, but then it like just ripples weirdly. I don't know exactly why that happens. It's not super noticeable, like if you just look at it at a glance, it's pretty much fine, but nonetheless, let's get to mixing. I think for sure I want to do a little mixing for it, so let's get our tiny little pot out. And it says to do equal parts, and it kind of said to do it by like drops, so I will try that. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh my gosh, 10. It said to do at least 6 drops of each, so I figured I did 10 to start out with. I think I'm gonna do this darker shade. This one is the Indigo Away. I really like the dark. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think I'm gonna do 8 drops of the polish and then 10 drops of the transformer because the brush on the polish is a lot bigger and I think it's giving off a lot more product. Okay, let's do a little mixing now. You guys can probably not see almost anything with that since it's so dark. Wonder how much it'll affect the opacity too, because I felt like it was pretty one coat before. Set that to the side. I don't think I need to use the gel primer because I'm not putting it on my natural nails. However, we'll just do it anyway. I don't think it'll hurt. Well, look at how teeny tiny that brush is. Isn't that so teeny tiny? Love it. These tips are from Nail Couture. They are tapered stiletto and they are my favorite stilettos actually. They have a decent apex on them, but they fit my flatter nail beds pretty well and they are sharp. All right, so I got some primer on for the heck of it. And let's just paint some of this on now. This right here so you guys can kind of see. Here we go, here we go. Alrighty, turning a Holo Taco nail polish into gel. Let's try it, ready? I did thin out the color a little bit. Could also be the brush. It did say to use just like the brush that was in there, but if I have an extra brush, I'm gonna just use it like that. And by brush, I mean the one that's like in the nail polish. It's kind of strange. It almost feels like it's drying as I'm putting it on, kind of like a polish would. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure how much working time you have, if it will start to dry or it won't since it is mixed. I have no idea. It definitely will need 2 layers for sure. I am super interested to see if it truly is gonna just cure and dry immediately once we put it under the lamp, or if it's gonna kind of stay sticky, like it needs some time to air dry. I'm gonna try a bit of a thicker layer on my thumb with this because I've been kind of doing it a bit thin. Okay, I'm gonna put my hand in the little itty bitty lamp, which mostly fits these nails. And it said like 15 seconds, which is pretty quick, but I'm gonna leave it in for like 30 and then do my thumb. We'll put a second coat, cure it, and we'll go from there. I am super excited. I know some people are probably gonna think, what's the difference between nail polish and gel, and like why would you ever need to turn a nail polish into gel? For some people, gel just lasts a lot longer and it doesn't chip as easily, as well as you really do have the ease of drying time with just being able to cure it, opposed to sitting and not being able to move your hand. For people like me, with severe ADHD, I am physically unable to just sit and do that. Even if I try, just something in my head, I'll just be like, oh, I'm just gonna grab this something, I'll just do this, I'll do this, and then I've made a dent in my nail polish. It just doesn't work for me like that. And I know this is the case. Sometimes you might wanna support Christine with Holo Taco, but of course she does not make gel. But that would be cool if she did. If she does, let me know. But then there's also, I think, in my opinion anyway, might not be the case with every single polish, but I think that gel looks glossier in my opinion. It does seem like this thins out the opacity a lot. So I would probably put 3 layers, which is what I'm gonna do. I've got my second layer on now, so I'm going to cure that. This little lamp works really well. I'm really impressed by it actually. I thought it would be safe to film for the night and I would get some quiet, but my neighbor has decided that the last thing he wants to do today is mow his lawn, so I apologize if there's some rumbling in the background. I think I want a little bit more opacity because you can kind of see through these a little bit. You can kind of see the base coat that I had. So I'm going to do one more coat and I will be back. And here we are. So I think you guys can probably see it in this reflection. I do have some like lumps and bumps on these nails. There you go, you just can see that pretty well there. So they are a little bumpy, almost like they have little itty bitty ridges or air bubbles, I'm not sure. It could also be the polish kind of drying in the mixture, if that makes sense. I'm not 100% sure, but now it says we can basically just clear cap the nails with the transformer. So I'm assuming it's sort of like a top coat hybrid type thing, a kind of like 2-in-1 if you will, transformer and top coat. So we will try that. And perhaps this will even everything out. It is looking a little bit better now that I'm putting this top coat on. Just doing that little top coat does actually make it seem like it did level out the nails quite a bit. They looked a lot smoother. I didn't really see as many as those, I'm just gonna say bumps because they're ridges, bumps, same thing, any texture on the nail. Okay, yeah, looking at these now, so much smoother. The gel transformer was definitely thick enough to fill in all of those ridges, so I have no complaints on that. Now I'm gonna take the gel cleanser because there is a sticky layer on top of these nails. Ready for how sharp these are? Pow. So that's pretty much it for that whole mixing process. They do look really shiny. They're really smooth. They seem fully cured. No dents or anything. I'm really impressed. I did not think it was gonna work that well. And all of this is such high quality stuff. Very much recommend actually. But once again, for science. I want to see what happens if we just mix nail polish with top coat and try to cure it, just to see if it's similar, if you can kind of get the same effect, or if it's just, no, completely different. So let's recreate what we did before. So I'm gonna do probably just about 6 drops of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now for the polish, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll mix it up, make sure we got it all. This is definitely thinner, but also it just depends on like what top coat or whatever you would use. All right. Oh, I forgot the primer. All right, we ready to try? Looks pretty similar so far, but it'll really tell once we cure it. So that's how it looks, just top coat and polish mixed together. Now let me cure it, and I feel like that'll be the true test. And I cured it. Oh my gosh. Did that just work? Are we gonna be able to just like use any polish now and just mix it with a top coat? That's wild. Honestly, I'm pretty shocked. I didn't actually think that that would work. So now I'm just like a little speechless. And like it's dry. It's almost not even sticky actually, because this is a non-white top coat. So it's honestly not even sticky. It's just like, we're good. So I've taken it upon myself to do what I did with the transformer kit with the top coat and nail polish mixture. I did 3 coats of each, curing each time, and then a top coat. But of course on the top coat side, I used the top coat I was using. And honestly, each side looks pretty much the same. I wouldn't say there was a strong difference in the way it applied, in the way it cured, anything like that. It's pretty much the same, honestly. I would personally never know that I used one like specific product for it and then just, you know, another little experiment for the other. I was gonna say I was so impressed by the transformer, but it just worked with the top coat, which I genuinely was not expecting. So I feel like now I don't know where to go from here. I don't think I've ever really tried something, you know, for science and it turned out this well. So what I want to do is clean this out, and then let's put the Holo on top of the nail so we can really get that, you know, like hollow taco vibe going. Okay, I've cleaned up the little jar as best as I can, and I'm going to use the transformer gel because, you know, I bought it. I'm gonna use it. So 1, 2. Okay, there we go. Now for the Holo. Those are big drops. Uh-oh. So I guess we're guesstimating how much of each one. Should I have brought my little mini scale out? Let's mix it all up. Okay, let's see how this looks. So pretty. I don't feel like it diluted the Holo too much. I am glad I went with the Holo that I did. This one is so pretty. There's a lot of options on the site, but I think I chose the right one. Let's cure that. And I'm going to do a second coat just to really get that Holo a pop. Then I have these Holo stickers. These are from eNail. Look how pretty. And I felt like it just give a nice little touch to these nails. That way they're not so plain. These are really cute. So we have some sort of like Holo cow spots going on. I feel like it's kind of like Holo cows in space is how I'm feeling. But now let's just top coat this with the transformer once again. I feel like overall this video has been a little bit of a roller coaster because I was shocked that the transformer worked and I thought that was really cool, but then the top coat just worked also. I don't know if a top coat will work with every single polish out there. I don't know if some top coats will work and some won't. Regardless of this being a transformer kit, I do think it's a great little kit regardless, especially for the price. It's really affordable and all of this stuff is really good quality. Seems really nicely made. I like that it comes with a primer, with the lint-free wipes, with a cleanser. I really like that it comes with all of that. I feel like that's a good little kit. I will have to look into other kits by this brand because I'm really impressed with this brand in general. So let me know if there are any other kits made by this brand that you want me to try. If you do try transforming your own nail polish into a gel using a gel top coat, let me know how that works out for you. I would love to know if it has a high success rate regardless of what nail polish or gel top coat that you use. And nonetheless, I felt like we found out some really good info today. And of course, opinions on the Holo Taco. Feel like it's pretty good quality nail polish. If I was a nail polish person, I would probably absolutely love it. Overall, I like it a lot. You know, hopefully one day Christine will come out with actual gels, but until then, we'll mix them. I will try the nail art brushes soon in another video, but thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!